Hello everyone, we are
Fighting the Heat,
taking action for SDG 13, climate action. My name is Yusi.
My name is Haley.
My name is Elisa. How many of you feel that Taiwan's summer is getting hotter every year? Global warming is a serious threat to our ecosystems, economies, and well-being. It's a global crisis, hitting countries with extreme weather, rising sea levels, and even loss of life. The United Nations warns that we must act now to combat climate change and its effects.
In fact, the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal 13 calls for urgent climate action to combat these effects and protect our planet, stating that if we don't, our planet could become hotter, more unstable, and harder to live on. Promoting climate action worldwide is urgent. Today, my partners and I will explore with you the global warming crisis, the action being taken to address it, and the steps we can take in our daily life to fight global warming. To start us off, here's Haley.
First, let's explore the different aspects of the climate crisis. Climate change is a real and undeniable threat to our civilization. Its effects are already visible and will grow worse unless we act quickly. The climate crisis involves many interconnected issues that harm the environment, human health, and global stability. You can see this impact as water in many areas is becoming scarcer. Farmlands are starting to produce less crops and the increase of extreme weather events. This is a key aspect of the crisis, highlighted in United Nations SDG 13 on climate action. As the earth warms, we face stronger storms, longer droughts, and more frequent flooding. These events are hurting people, animals, and ecosystems worldwide. One well-known example is the impact on polar bears, which are now struggling to survive. The rising Arctic temperature, nearly 4 times faster than the global average, are melting sea ice, which polar bears need to hunt, live, and breed. If we don't act, global temperature could rise by more than 3 degrees Celsius and severely damaging every ecosystem on the planet. So, that's why SDG 13 calls on all countries to work together, reduce pollution, and prepare for the future.
Next, let's look at what the world is doing to fight climate change. Urgent and creative action is needed. The government, business, and individuals must work together to build resilience against climate impacts. Many countries are already taking steps like reducing use of fossil fuels, promoting low-carbon vehicles, and cutting greenhouse gas emissions. For example, the USA is reducing greenhouse gas emissions by 40%, and Spain has implemented all new cars to be zero emissions by 2040. Taiwan is also contributing by introducing a carbon pricing system, adding a fee for each metric ton of CO2 produced by companies to promote climate action. Large corporations, such as Taiwan Semiconductors and Apple, are taking responsibility too. They are launching energy-saving projects using recycled materials and addressing the environmental problems caused by their large-scale production. The United Nations is also playing a key role by focusing on reducing climate change, raising awareness through education, and strengthening institutions. Most importantly, the UN urged countries to fulfill their commitment under the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. However, despite these actions, the growing global awareness, progress on SDG 13 remains uneven and insufficient. We still have many challenges to overcome, but here's Yusi to share practical steps we can all take to help.
As Elisa has pointed out, while we have made progress toward ending climate change, there's much more we can all do to help. First, one powerful action is for governments, companies, and schools to collaborate in supporting young people's climate action projects. For example, they can provide funding for school-installed solar panels, create green spaces, and improve recycling programs. In fact, Canyon High School in California in the U.S. has installed solar panels by the help of both government and private support, reducing their energy bills by up to 75%, while educating students on renewable energy. Schools can encourage students to organize activities like tree plantings, beach cleanups, and environmental awareness campaigns. One tree can absorb around 22 kilograms of CO2 per year, meaning that student-led tree planting can have real environmental impact over time. Additionally, communities, events, and workshops can show people how they can contribute. According to the UN, education increases public support for climate policies and encourages more sustainable habits, such as reduced energy use and waste. By giving young people tools, knowledge, resources, and opportunities to act, we empower them to drive real and ensuring a healthier planet for our future generations.
In conclusion, fighting climate change and achieving SDG 13 is essential for our planet's future. Climate change threatens our ecosystem, food security, public health, and economies. To stop it from getting any worse, we must reduce greenhouse gas emissions, build stronger infrastructures and more eco-friendly communities, and adopt sustainable business practice. Only by uniting global efforts and sharing the responsibilities of protecting the environment can we create a stable, safe, and sustainable future for ourselves and our future generations.
我们是第二小队，吴有希、曾宇薇、曾静文。Thanks for listening.